Seasonal anime has just not been hitting the same for me for a very long time now. It's been ages since I actually watched something new that I genuinely thought was amazing. There has just been a lot of okay, decent anime that I couldn't even bother finishing, and I kinda got tired of it and took a break from seasonal anime altogether. But I kept checking the seasonal tab every now and then just to see if there was anything worth watching, and when I checked out this season, I was just blown away. There was so much fire stuff that I was just like, damn, I kinda gotta watch all of these. What I noticed most of all was that there was an anime that had gotten a ridiculously high score, which was Takopi's Original Sin. So I figured, okay, if there's any of them I'm gonna start with, it might as well be this one. Now, I already knew about some of the topics this show would tackle, which kind of put me off just a little bit. Because oftentimes I find that media that tackles touchy subjects like the ones displayed here sometimes gets praised simply for including those subjects or themes, and people will automatically say said story is good instead of judging it based on how well it actually explores those themes. But luckily I can say that after finishing the show, not only is it legitimately good, it's also just not really sad. To me, this story was never about sadness or how bad the characters had it or the things they went through and how bad they were. It was about happiness. Sure, there are a lot of sad things that happen, but that's not the point. The story is ultimately about how to achieve happiness. The show tells you this before you even start, because the show never tries to bask in this sadness or stay there for too long. Whenever there's a scene like that, it's quickly followed up with a very lighthearted scene with happy upbeat music and a completely different tone. Almost like the show is telling you that, okay, that scene was kind of dark, but let's move on now. We just had to show you that so we could deliver our message more effectively. And I must say that not only does it deliver that message very effectively, it's also a really good one.
That's what I'm talking about.
If you were kind of put off from this show because it seemed like some stereotypical trauma bullying story, I can promise you that it is a lot more than just that. I would even go as far as to call this show lighthearted. There was like 3 different times while I was watching when the story just took a completely different direction. One minute it's a time travel story, then we just switch main characters. I never knew where this was going. You don't even need to feel bad for the main character because it turns out she is a complete fucking psychopath. Kaiju No. 8 is just a very solid battle shonen. This story basically takes Attack on Titan and My Hero Academia and combines them into something original, and it works really well. It's got some solid characters, solid action, and there's nothing really there to annoy you or put you off. That being said though, as much as I think this show is very solid in all aspects, there is no part of it that really blows me away. It's all just pretty damn good, but nothing that's amazing. For example, I like the action a lot, but the direction is very lackluster at times, specifically with big and important or emotional moments. I kinda had this problem in the first season too, and it's clear that that's still an issue here, which I think is also partially due to the music, because it's also kinda lackluster sometimes. Like I said, this show is pretty similar to Attack on Titan, and it is, but not in the music department at all. Like, look at this scene for example. I think this could have worked much better with something like this. And before the impact hits, the music just kind of stops. But yeah, overall, as much as I can point out issues with the show here and there, it is just really solid and engaging to watch. Don is a show I kind of wanted to make a video on back in season 1, but let's just say that the Don fan base...
The Ku Klux Klan!
But man, season 2 just hits, bro, and I think the whole arc with Gigi is for sure the best the series has been. I mean, just look at this dude's character design, bro. This shit is peak. I love the final fight they all have because it feels like it's paying off the whole show so far. We get literally every single character to show up here in this fight.
Everyone!
Every little side story we did in season 1 comes back here. Like, as soon as that priest dude showed up, I was like, oh yeah, this shit is peak. It's such a good moment because it reveals that he is actually also a spirit medium. This is awesome because now he can help us out, but it also lets us know that there are most likely more spirit mediums around the world in different towns that we will most likely meet in the future, and that's some great world building. Also, when the running dude showed up, I actually lost my shit, man. It's such a good fight that's animated so well and also has some fire choreography. Like, look at this shit, man. It's on par with the choreography in Naruto fights. We have to team up with our enemy to beat the real threat, and again, people just keep showing up one after another. It's so cool. And as fire as this arc is, what surprised me is how well it kept the momentum into the next set of episodes. There's this exorcism that is just fucking crazy. These guys go so hard, even the dead spirits wake up and start raving. So this show is kind of like Kaiju No. 8. It's just an overall very good shonen, but I think there is something about this world and its ideas that intrigue me just a bit more. Because I think the coolest aspect of this show is the world building and the overall premise. Up in the sky there's like a divide between rich people and poor people, and the rich people really do not fuck with the poor people. And so Rudo gets pushed down by the rich people and ends up on the surface where there's just trash everywhere that I guess rich people have been throwing down. And everything is just polluted to hell. So Rudo's goal is to get back up and take revenge because, yeah, someone killed his dad or something, I guess. This is basically what happened.
I support you all the way.
Who is that? Who is that?
The world building is just so good. I love learning more and more about the world, especially so because you feel like it's alive. Like, they go to meet the boss, but he's out on a mission. The villains are actively taking steps to achieve their goals. The trash beast starts mutating or some shit in ways never seen before. Again, the world just really feels alive, and it feels like there's so much stuff about it that we still don't know. I'm also surprised about how quickly it was able to establish the main cast. We get like 4 episodes in and it's just like, boom, here, we got this Kakashi type of dude, this guy who's teaching us how to use our powers, this chick who's just a fucking beast, this guy who doesn't have any powers but is just hella chill, and they're all really likable. Like, in just a few episodes, it's already made me genuinely care about 5 whole characters. At first, I was a bit worried about this dude because I heard he had the same voice actor as Inosuke, and I was worried he was just gonna be this annoying ass character that's just always mad all the time and trying to fight everyone, but he's actually kind of chill if you just like level with him. And I like how much admiration he has for Engine, which is a pretty rare character trait for a hot-headed battle shonen character, which helps make him more likable. We have all of these characters and we still haven't even met their leader. I do gotta say though that the first episode has a real exposition problem.
We don't share blood, so we're not family.
You found me abandoned as a baby and raised me like I was yours. My hands have been pitch black for as long as I can remember. Regto saw it, and that's when he gave me my gloves. They were beaten to all hell even then, but they helped with the pain my hands gave me, and for that, I owe Regto everything.
This ain't it, Chief.
Like, come on, bro. No one talks like this. Again, I really like the setup of this story so far, and I'm very excited to see where it goes. The summer Hikaru died was the last anime I checked out of all of these, and so I was prepared not to like this one. I mean, so far I had liked every single anime I checked out, so the chances of me liking this one too was kinda low. But man, I must say, this one really does have the sauce. This anime really makes me feel things, which is one of the highest praises I can give a story. It mostly makes me feel conflicted though, like, damn, I actually do not know what the best thing to do in this situation is, and I have no idea how the story is gonna go. Are we gonna have to kill Hikaru, who's not really Hikaru? Are we gonna have to like merge with him? Or are we gonna like have to convince him to like chill the fuck out and just try to be a normal person? I don't know. I also have no idea when the story will end, because surprisingly the story progresses very slowly, and instead it's more focused on character work and interactions, which is appreciated. I don't think any of the characters have blown me away or anything, but I generally like what they're doing with everyone, including the side characters that also gets characterized very well. It's also worth mentioning that this show looks very good. I like the color palette and compositing done, as it really enhances the feel of being out in the bumfuck nowhere. I don't know, pretty much every anime is eye candy these days, but this one in particular has a real nice look to it. There is a fair share of romance in this anime as well, but I'm only going to talk about this one, which I'm not even going to bother saying the title of. I didn't watch Dress Up Darling because season 1, that shit was just not it, I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, it's alright, like...
I was kinda into it at the beginning, but it very quickly turned into everything I hate about most romance anime, which is the fact that it stopped being a romance anime and instead turned into an anime about cosplay. I feel like this happens way too much. Like, I remember watching this one called Insomniacs After School, and it starts off pretty solid. We get introduced to the main couple and they're both pretty cool, but then all of a sudden there's like almost no time for romance and the whole story starts revolving around photography. and it is just as boring as it sounds. I don't understand why this is such a common trope for romance anime. It's so strange. I would talk about Bunny Girl Senpai as it's my favorite romance anime, but I am so not caught up with the movies, and at this point I think I just gotta rewatch the whole thing, but honestly that's fine because this shit slaps. It easily has my favorite anime couple. For me, I'm very picky with my romance anime, particularly when it comes to the two main characters. What I really hate is when one of them is shy, and I don't mean just like a little bit shy, I mean like Hinata levels of shy, where they just physically just can't even speak. Like bro, just open your mouth, man, come on.
What do you mean by that?
It's just so annoying because romance anime in a lot of ways is driven by dialogue, and so if we can't have any dialogue, that's gonna be annoying. In Bunny Girl Senpai though, both of these two motherfuckers are not even shy in any way, shape, or form. None of them could give a shit about what others say about them. In fact, that's exactly how they end up together. Instead of being too scared to express their feelings, they just talk to each other. They're not afraid to get mad at each other or yell. No weird misunderstandings that last like 50 episodes. It's just good vibes, bro. Which takes me to Fragrant Flower, where the vibes are also pretty good. Admittedly, the female main character there is also kind of shy, but it's really not too bad. In fact, she talks surprisingly much, and they just kind of match each other's energy. At first I was kind of confused though, because it's shown that the main character is this guy that's like really intimidating in regards to his looks, and that everyone is like terrified of him because of how scary he looks, but like he's not scary looking at all. Like this just looks like the most Chad ass dude ever. Like this dude could be in like a fucking K-pop band or something. I am so confused as to how people are scared of him, but I get it. We want the main character to be some hot ass anime character instead of this, so sure. If we ignore that fact, it's actually pretty relatable, especially with the way he sort of lives multiple lives and tries to keep them separate and secretive from one another. Also, I do gotta appreciate this dude's friend group. These guys are absolute goats, man. This is the type of friendship you'll only find in anime. They're all really supportive of each other, but still get into real conflict. The show isn't afraid of making characters have arguments or disagreements with each other in ways that feel realistic, which brings me to my favorite aspect of this show: the drama. This shit gets fucking spicy, bro, especially with this bitch right here.
てかさ、その髪色何？お気楽なもんだね、お嬢様って。
Stop! Stop! Oh! Stop the video! He killed him! He murdered this nigga! Oh my—
Bro, she just gets absolutely shit on left, right, and center, and it's so damn satisfying, cause this bitch is a hating ass hoe.
もうカオル子には会わないでほしい。
It's always the fridges trying to protect the snacks!
And turns out the reason she be hating so much is because she doesn't even like herself. I just be sipping my tea the whole time watching, bro. This shit gets crazy. After watching all of these anime, I legitimately feel spoiled. Like, I can't remember the last time I had this many amazing shows to watch at the same time. And it really has me looking forward to the next season's anime. Hell, there are even highly rated anime in this season that I haven't checked out yet. That being said though, as much as I massively enjoyed all of these anime, I don't think there was any of them that I enjoyed as much as the last seasonal anime I watched, so check out this video to hear why that one was so good.